Hello guys, and welcome back to another Football with Flags video. Today I had an idea to make a kind of World Cup tournament with all of the countries that are either fully or partially recognized by a confederation that aren't actual countries. And I didn't want to make this video too political, so these are just the standard ones that everyone agrees, yeah, this is not a country, this is a country, and well, these ones would be not countries. So there's 28 in total, which is very nice and even, so we can do 7 groups here. So we are going to do 7 groups. Aruba in Group A, the US Virgin Islands in Group B, Bermuda in Group C, Bonaire in Group E, Zanzibar in Group F, and then lastly in Group G, it's England, which is not a country. They're part of the United Kingdom, which is a country. We're going to Turks and Caicos join Group A, Anguilla into Group B, Greenland, which is the only one that is not recognized by Confederation, but let's be honest, you're like this close to joining CONCACAF, so I think we can count them. French Guiana in Group D, Tahiti in Group E, the Northern Mariana Islands in Group F, and Martinique in Group G. So I think we can already start to see which group will be the group of death. England and Martinique are both very strong teams. The Faroe Islands in Group A, Scotland in Group B, that's going to be big. American Samoa in Group C. New Caledonia, an Oceania team here in Group D. That's the British Virgin Islands in Group E. Réunion in Group F, joining their African counterparts. And Puerto Rico, another pretty strong team, into Group G. We have Saint Martin in Group A. Northern Ireland in Group B. The Cayman Islands in Group C. Wales in Group D, Guadeloupe in Group E, Gibraltar in Group F, which means Curacao is going into Group G. So that took 2 minutes just to draw, so hopefully it's going to take a lot shorter to do the group stages, which I think it will. I think the Faroe Islands and Aruba should have no problem relatively getting through that first group, and Scotland and Northern Ireland really should smack Group B. And same thing here, mostly in Group C, the Cayman Islands and Bermuda, I do think should go through. Greenland, I think, would get last. Here in Group D, it should be Wales' time to shine. Wales should be getting first, but I am confused. I'm a little conflicted between who gets second, either New Caledonia or French Guiana. I'm going to give it to New Caledonia. In the next group over, I think Tahiti should win that group, followed by Guadeloupe in second place. British Virgin Islands would get last. I don't know why they're trying to sneak in to a round of, would it be 16 spot? Here we go into Group F. Obviously, Gibraltar accidentally ended the video, so Gibraltar's obviously not going to make it out. I do think Zanzibar and Réunion will go through. And from the group of death, I think it's going to be England and Curacao who make it through from this group. So let's go on to the round of 16. Okay, so we've moved on from the group stages into the round of 16. We're going to draw them at random so you can tell that I am not faking. It's going to be Northern Ireland versus England. Tahiti, which is a French colony, against another French colony, New Caledonia. It's going to be Wales versus another French colony, French Guiana. Zanzibar versus Aruba. The Faroe Islands of Denmark versus another French colony here in Martinique. Another French colony, Guadeloupe, unless you can tell, if you can't tell, France did a lot of colonizing. It's going to be Scotland versus Réunion, which is another French colony. It's going to be the last one because the last two are British, who also did a lot of colonizing, the Cayman Islands and Bermuda. So here, between England and Northern Ireland, I think England will win that. So we get to put Northern Ireland in the bowl of shame. I typically don't show my bowls on camera, which is where I usually put these flags, but for today, I think it's easier for me to reach than to put them all the way over here, which is where I usually put them. This desk is a mess, I know, but this is where I usually put them. Oh, inside here is all of the flags that I previously used, so if you want to win them, just ask. Tahiti versus New Caledonia. I think New Caledonia win that. We're going to put Tahiti over here because Oceania doesn't have a bowl. I put it in a bag. So, yeah. Wales should beat French Guiana, but French Guiana doesn't get the same treatment. We put the Indy, CONCACAF, and CONMEBOL Bowl. Between Zanzibar and Aruba, I think Aruba will win that, so we put Zanzibar in their bowl. Faroe Islands and Martinique, I think Martinique actually wins, although the Faroe Islands is definitely capable. Guadeloupe would lose to Curacao. Réunion over here. And then Cayman Islands and Bermuda, I think. Well, they were in a group, actually. I just realized that. Bermuda to advance. So, the quarterfinals, well, they've been predetermined. England versus New Caledonia. England should win that. Wales should beat Aruba. Curacao should beat Martinique, although Martinique can definitely win that. And Bermuda should lose to Scotland. So we're going to put these three in the CONCACAF Bowl. And we're going to wait to put New Caledonia in. England versus Wales and Scotland versus Curacao. I don't think it's really surprising that three of the semifinalists are the British teams. I mean, there's a reason why they play separately. And the final should be England versus Scotland. For all the third place lovers out there, Wales to beat Curacao. In the UEFA Bowl they go. And for England versus Scotland, I think England will beat Scotland to become the champion of whatever this tournament is. So, thank you guys for watching, and I hope you enjoyed, yeah.